Close your eyes and imagine you are at the start of a rally race in the middle of the woods. The car starts to rev its engine. The marshal starts to count down. 3, 2, 1, go. The car releases its brake and it roars to life, handling the slippery conditions with ease due to its brand new four-wheel drive system. The car whizzes by you. This is Group B Rally Racing. I'm here to inform you about the history and significance of the Group B Rally Racing class. I've been a fan of motorsports for as long as I can remember, and I've often wanted to learn more about motorsports. Also, for this speech, I had to do some additional research. Today, I will tell you about what rally racing is, what Group B racing was, and the effects felt by Group B today. Let's start with some basics. Rallying is a point-to-point discipline of motorsport where a co-driver gives the driver verbal notes about the course ahead. It is raced on gravel, asphalt, ice, and snow, and is the complete opposite of NASCAR. NASCAR is raced on many laps on a closed asphalt circuit. And as with anything that has evolved to such a high standard, it starts with a very humble beginning. So, as stated by Dennis Adler in a book about the complete history of Mercedes-Benz, the first car with an internal combustion engine was created January 29th, 1886 by Carl Benz and his family. And as the old adage goes, once there were two machines, there were competitions to see who had a better machine. Soon after, organized racing began taking place with the annual Gordon Bennett Cup races. Now, these races were longer point-to-point races and were very dangerous and treacherous. However, they laid a great base for all forms of motorsport in the 20th century, especially rallying due to the point-to-point nature between the two. After this, the first Monte Carlo rally was held in 1911, according to a 2002 Motor Trend article. Now, this Monte Carlo rally would go on to become modern rallying. This is what we trace it all back to, more or less. Nowadays, the World Rally Championship is worldly and hosts stops all around the globe. However, most fans argue that the golden era of this championship was in the 1980s. From 1982 to 1986, the Group B rally class was alive and well. These cars raced all around the globe with their souped up, supercharged, turbocharged four-wheel drive engines that would tear up most any road. So, in 1982, Audi introduced a brand new four-wheel drive system, which was better than its previous two-wheel drive counterparts. It was able to handle the snow and gravel much better than previously thought. Now, soon after, other manufacturers implemented their own four-wheel drive system and started tweaking the engines. And at the time, this class was relatively unrestricted. And oftentimes when things are unrestricted, bad things can happen. So some accidents and deaths occurred in the mid-1980s, but the final two daggers were thrust in 1986, according to the WRC website. The first was in the Portuguese round, where Ford driver Joaquim Santos crested a hill and lost control of his car, killing 3 and injuring 30. And the next round in Corsica, Henri Toivonen in his Lancia Delta S4 plunged off the side of a hill when his car burst into flames. He and co-driver Sergio Cresto were killed instantly. Following these two accidents, the group was to be banned at the end of the season and never to return. However, the era is remembered fondly by fans and gearheads alike, and is remembered for many legacies. The first is the four-wheel drive system brought in by Audi, which previously was thought to be too slow and bulky to be put into racing and mass production. However, Audi was able to prove the doubters wrong and win 24 out of 558 times, according to the WRC website. Clearly, Audi had something special on their hands. Another legacy factor that came out of the Group B class is a female pilot by the name of Michelle Mouton breaking down gender barriers. Now, as quoted in Christian Candler's article, who quotes Niki Lauda in saying that Michelle was Superwoman, she rightly deserves this nickname. She was able to win a few rallies and even contend for a world championship in 1982. Within these crazy and gnarly cars is clearly a Superwoman feat. The last legacy point is that fans flocked to these races. These races became very popular with the European fans and launched the sport onto a whole new level. These cars were on the edge of traction, on the edge of control constantly, and fans just wanted to get a glimpse of these vehicles whizzing by. Often these fans were packed 5 and 6 deep on the side of the road, as you can see here. If you'd like to learn more about these vehicles, I suggest you check out Driver 61 or Donut Media's videos on YouTube about the Group B class. They are very educational. In conclusion, this class is remembered by fans and participants alike. It came at a very crucial time for rallying and was able to thrust it on a very global stage. So next time you are in a four-wheel drive vehicle, handling the slippery, snowy Wisconsin winter, think to yourself once you arrive at your destination about what Audi was able to do for the automotive industry by just wanting to win.